Hey everybody, it's Carpo here. Now look, we've all come a long way since our humble beginnings. I'm 37 now, but I started writing when I was about 16, 17, doing poetry, and I've done a lot of writing in the past, and I have hundreds of papers and all these random files, and I just dug this one out, and I just wanted to share it with you, because it shows that the things that I believed 10 years ago still resonate with me today, but my darker side kind of comes out at the end, and it's kind of a joke, but not really, but after reading this, it made me realize that although I was trying to be, balanced, I still find myself using these big words just to try to use big words. And it's just funny because it's almost like, as you look at your ego from the past and you really kind of get a glimpse of how much you've changed. So here it is, without further ado. Societal advancement has by far exceeded the comprehension of the most knowledged peoples, thereby creating a vast emptiness even within the simplest of individuals. With Godspeed, our planetary evolvement has grown to an extremely alarming proportion. Our fields are becoming business centers, our forests are being raped by machines, and the balance of it all has taken a complete 360-degree turn. Waste is produced almost as fast as we can rid ourselves of it. I should have said 180-degree turn, huh? And everyone acts so nonchalant about it, as if they can mask their fears. And as for fear, this emotion has been nominated our top priority, leaving social turmoil and hatred amongst ourselves. Our focus has receded to work, sleep, and more work. This absurdity, being almost invisible to mankind, has eluded human interest for centuries. Our own fear of political power has crippled our races. Therefore, a will to serve our government has surfaced. The fact is, the fear is for the weak. The people hold the power, and Congress is only there to back us up. However, obviously, something went wrong within our transformation into a dictated people. Abuse of power is so prominent in and among society that everyone has obviously turned their heads in cowardice. Fools. I know the truth, which is only a figment of imagination. The fact is, there is no truth, no reality, and therefore we have no purpose here. Our idea of responsibility is only a cheap facade to keep our mind off of the spiritual advancement we as a people should pursue and cherish. Few men come forward with the reality of it all, for fear of being ridiculed and or outcasted. Our pretty little reality has deepened into a complex maze of unconscious decisions due to pre-imposed ideas of righteousness and greed. The biggest lion takes the cake, and those of us who choose to be truthful are always spat upon and laughed at, or we used to be. However, we always prevail in the end, and an apocalypse is not too far beyond the horizon. We shall not be overcome by the weaklings we call leaders, and sure as hell a revolution is now in order to help restore personal freedoms to all whom pursue it. When the time is right, the hammer will fall, and alas, we will bring down the wall. The bastards will flee in terror as we crush their power like it was no more than a stepping stone for our new way of life. Priority will be the responsibility of the individual, and no one can touch that. Survival of the fittest will in essence be our key to living, keeping a tight grasp on population control, which has become such an issue these days. In the end, a spiritual awakening shall overcome fear, and to those whom acknowledge the existence of self-reality, I wish you well. As for those who oppose, shall your skulls be crushed with a mighty vengeance, your spines ripped out and discarded among your own waste, and your souls shall be mine, for I reign as king amongst myself, and no one can fuck with that. Alright, of course that last little paragraph was a joke. Wasn't really that angry, but I can really look back and just see just so many of the thoughts that I had in the past I'm so feeling so justified about. We really are going through a spiritual advancement and a change in mankind, and if you want to perceive it as nothing, then that will be what your end result will be. For me, 2012 was an amazing time of change. I went through so many different, ways of thinking, and I had a lot of time to think because I haven't had much work lately, so I've had a lot of time to really buckle down and think. And some of the things I think about are uncomfortable, but, that's how life is. It's uncomfortable. We're not supposed to know everything. And I'd like to share some of my other writings. I have hundreds of them, but I have to find just the right ones because most of them are just garbage. Or to the average person wouldn't want to listen to it anyway. But thanks for listening, and remember to keep that the final paragraph out. Like, no matter how sure we are about ourselves, there's always a different angle to it. And the truth be told, there's no truth to be told. Much love. Peace.